I'm really proud to be Jewish and to be part of my community. So to be able to come here, meet other people kind of in the same mindset has been really powerful. And I I see myself in some sort of leadership position one day. I don't know what that would look like, what that would be. So to kind of see that recognised then by my rabbi, by my community, has been, yeah, it feels really affirming, I think, is probably the word I'm looking for.
Being a future leader of Liberal Judaism meant that I was not just representing Edinburgh, which is my new family. I moved here a couple months ago, but also representing the new face of what will be Liberal Judaism, a progressive movement here in the UK. And I'm very excited for what's to come. And so being at that program and really understanding what is new, what is the future of it, and getting a voice really in this new stage is what is probably one of the best things. I feel very humbled of having the chance to be here.
I do a lot of work in the shul, both technical, just helping out and with the council. So to be noticed and recognised for that and to be able to be a voice for everything I was doing, it meant a lot to me.
It was a real blessing. I felt very humbled by it. I felt very surprised by it, but really excited to be able to represent something that I feel very connected to, and just excited to learn more with people and in the community. So it was very beautiful to be asked.
Most of the skills I've learned, I think, have been from meeting other people. A large part of it has been about better communicating with other communities around the UK and actually supporting each other a bit more. Where we're based, we're quite isolated. We're in the southwest of the UK, and so it can be easy to feel a bit shut off sometimes from the rest of the Jewish world. And this has given me the opportunity to learn how to better connect with people. It's helped me to make those connections as well. And it's given me a bit more confidence when I'm going to go back to my community. So I'm a trustee, I'm on the council there. It's given me a bit more confidence to kind of maybe challenge things a little bit more and say, well, actually, you know, this community is doing this, why don't we try this? Or I learned that biennial that LJ are doing this, why don't we try it this way? And also learning a bit more about what LJ do and the support that's on offer has been really useful, because it's this amazing organisation, but again, can sometimes feel a bit distant because you don't see people all the time. So actually learning what LJ do more has been so important.
There's a massive sort of library and of skills, but also of information that's there within LJ that we tend to not be aware of. I didn't know a lot of these things were available, and asking for help is something that's difficult anyway. Most of us are sort of thrust in a leadership position in our communities without necessarily having looked for it. And it's a bit of a sink or swim situation for a lot of us. So the fact that you can ask for help and that all these resources are available is really great news.
I think the main key skills that I've learned this weekend that I'm going to take forward are what community means, really pulling together of resources. And I think that's been shown really beautifully through the lay leadership and the rabbis that we've learnt from this weekend, and what it means to come together and work together.
I think the key skill, or what I've witnessed, observed, is being able to communicate with people, but in a really egalitarian and friendly way, and feeling very welcomed, and being able just to ask questions, even if I think that question may be silly. Having an open space, being able to talk and ask questions and learn from each other. I think that's a key skill that I've learned or I've observed with people. And I think it's that aspect of dialogue, which has been really beautiful, which I've observed and I have learned through being here, and being able to engage in perhaps difficult conversations, but in a safe space. And I think that dialogue is so integral to Liberal Judaism as well.
I came in really not knowing what to expect, what age groups, what backgrounds, what anything. And I think, so initially, the first set of people that I met were Americans just like myself. and seeing that perspective, but also seeing those that were born here and raised here in the UK. From all the communities. Is my first time in England, so seeing how those vibrant communities in England are thriving, and I'm hoping to continue that community building aspect, because I think that's also very tied to what who we are as Jews. You know, at the end, it's all about community. It's been very welcoming and very, very nice.
Meeting other people has been probably the most important part of this weekend, because we're all passionate. We all have a lot of the same shared concerns, issues, fears, anxieties, and so to be able to talk about that with other people in similar positions has been really powerful. And yeah, to sort of help to hold each other up a little bit, and learn about some of the amazing things that different communities are doing. And there's, you know, some that would never work for us because of where we are, but there's still elements from them that we'll be able to take forward. So yeah, it's been incredible meeting so many different people.
It felt really exciting to arrive here with the other future leaders, because I saw people who looked like me. I'm transgender and I'm gay, so I'm a big part of the LGBT community. Which is often kind of cited as being very involved in the Brighton shul because it's in Brighton. So to come here and to see other LGBT and trans people, and to know that Liberal Judaism really centres us as part of the community because of who we are and what we can bring to Liberal Judaism was, I can't describe how heartwarming it is.
Really wonderful. A lot of shared experiences. A lot of us have imposter syndrome because we didn't ask to be necessarily in the role that we found ourselves in. We tend to be in roles because nobody else is doing them. So you're asked to take certain tasks on you. And to find that support with other leaders who have similar experiences and knowing that it's not just you is really great. And we've set up a WhatsApp group. We're hoping to be able to support each other in the future through all of this and meet up as well and be able to share resources and ideas. So it's been really wonderful.
It's been really hopeful and inspiring. I've been so inspired by some of the sessions that I've been part of and meeting those emerging leaders to see where the future of Liberal Judaism is going. And it just makes me feel excited for the future, seeing this youthfulness and this rejuvenation of what it means to be a liberal Jew in the diaspora. And I'm really excited about where it can go. And I think that the future of Liberal Judaism is going to be flourishing. And I really want it to flourish here in Britain and in Europe. I think that's something that's been lacking a lot in the past. And meeting everyone and their commitment to the future, I think there'll be many, many things ahead.